Oh, that's an interesting point.
Yeah.
Because I hear people say, like, do it this way or do it that way, but it's sort of situational.
It's always situational.
Yeah. Where do you apply finger pressures? What are the nuances between all these lanes?
General rule of thumb when you don't know your competitor. You first wanted to talk about the setup and the different intricacies. Here is the basic concept. Give me your hand. Just close your fingers. Okay? Square up. Okay, we're square. Now, again, 5%, nice and slow. I just want to feel your movement. Ready, go. Perfect. Well, do that again. Ready, go. Okay? Slow down.
Okay.
Ready, go. Perfect. So you are coming up just a little, out and down. Perfect. You are hitting, do that one more time. Ready, go. Yes, you are hitting the top of my hand. Do that again, nice and slow. Again, every time I do this with someone, every person does it. I say start off at 5% power.
And then they keep increasing.
And the next one they do is 8% power. And the next one they do is 10%. And the next thing you know, it's like, dude, what the fuck?
I know.
So we're just feeling movements here.
Yeah.
So do the same thing. And you'll notice that I stayed up with you to try to stop.
Try to match, yeah.
Right. So, general rule of thumb when you don't know your competitor, hit all 4 fingertips equally. So
you're not committing to, like, you're leaving more possibilities open, basically?
Basically, because you don't know your opponent, you know? And even if your opponent is a top roller, you don't know, just hold me there in the center, but again, you gotta let me I'm doing these little movements.
Yeah.
You don't know if I'm that guy, or if I'm that guy, you know, or if I'm this guy.
Yeah.
You don't know which one I am. If you know which one I am, then you can, like if I know, go ahead and do your move again. Ready? Perfect. I know you're the guy who's coming against that finger. So I can then adjust my fingers up to give this one finger a little bit of backup resistance to try to stop you and outdo your move, because I don't think I have the hand to just bite you down.
Okay.
If I think I have the hand to just bite you down, then that's what I'll do.
Well, this sort of addresses broader questions I have about where do you apply finger pressures? What are the nuances between all these lanes? And it sounds like you're saying, well, if someone's driving sort of forward through this knuckle, then basically build up your assault towards that knuckle and shut it down, right?
That would be the first thing I would do. Or I would, if I know you're going upward against that knuckle, I could also take away what you're going for.
By going lower?
Do your up knuckle, do your move.
Yeah.
I just shut it down.
And why does that work? By grabbing lower?
One, I get a better bite on the back of your hand, but I'm taking away what you're attacking. You are attacking that finger. If you get pressure on that finger, the top part of my wrist follows. Okay, if I go up there. Yeah. If I get pressure on that finger, the top part of your wrist follows, or we come apart. Okay?
Something just clicked with me. I really wasn't thinking about, when I'm coming up lean with this knuckle, I wasn't thinking about attacking your finger. I'm just thinking that I'm imagining like an arc with me coming over, and like this is like sort of setting up my pronation and cut. But now that you say that, now I understand.
That's what it's doing.
Why someone grabs me lower,
right?
And I'm trying to do this. It screws me because why I was effective is because I was attacking these top fingers with this knuckle, and now you're just taking it out of the equation.
I just took it out of the equation.
Oh shit, that makes a lot more sense.
Which is why, grab my hand any way you want, and then all I want you to do, and again, I'm going to re-say it, at just like 10% pressure, just so, like,
go through the motion.
Hold me that tight right there. Yeah. Can you feel that? Okay, You can feel it. That's all we need.
Yeah.
You just need to be able to feel it. Okay? So, I want you to feel the difference. That's how you're going to grab me? Okay. I don't know you. So, I don't know whether I should attack that finger or whether I should attack that
bottom
pinky.
fingers, yeah.
So, I'm going to attack all of them at the same way. Now, again, I don't know you. Dad moved me. Dad moved me. Exactly. Now come back to center. Come back to, like we're going to start.
Oh, start
Straighten your wrist.
Okay.
Okay. Your dad moving me.
Yeah.
The same rule applies. I don't know what you're going to do. I assume you're going to dad move me. But you're grabbing so low, I still want to attack all the fingers. I don't want to attack your top finger. I don't want to go after your bottom finger. I want to go after all of your fingers. I don't care how or where you grab me. You thumb cap, you don't thumb cap. I want to attack all the fingers because I don't know you. So I just sit like this and I try to get even pressure against all the fingers. Okay? So now I want you to top roll me. First, top roll me, attack that finger. 10% pressure. Ready? Perfect. Now I want you to top roll me, but attack all the fingers evenly.
Okay.
Go ahead. So much better. Now I want you to attack just that pinky. Ready? Go. So much better. Yeah, you're so easy to teach.
Well, thank you.
Perfect. Okay. So now we're going to do the exact same thing, but here's what you're doing. So take a little bit of a grip.
Yeah.
I say attack that top. I'm going to be you now. I say attack that top finger and you go like that. I'm exaggerating.
Yeah.
I say attack the bottom finger and you go. I say attack them all and you go. So now I want you to attack that top finger, but I want you to hold on. I don't want you to.
Oh, so hold on with my fingers?
All of them.
Okay.
So get a good.
This is interesting because what my little newbie brain was telling me, well, the reason you're screwing up outside the straps, Adam, is because you're holding on too much. You're holding on too much and you're just wasting a bunch of energy trying to grip the person up. Where you should be using the fact that you should be like opening up space and stuff like that. Because
you've heard Devin Lorette and Travis Badgett a million times say, never hold on to your opponent. Yeah. No.
Well, not only that, but it felt like, it is harder to hold on. I'm used to in the strap, my hand is glued to the other person's hand. I can use that.
Right.
I can use that fact to manipulate their hand.
In the strap.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, what I must be trying to do subconsciously is replicate that feeling in the strap by wrapping my fingers on and holding on for dear life when it's like, maybe that's not what I should be doing.
Do you want to, now I like, the people have said some really good things, like, the people who say, don't hold on to your opponent. They're doing that for a reason, because they're not as strong as their opponent. They're trying to get all the pressure they can on their opponent's fingers so they can win.
Yeah.
They're trying to find a leverage advantage because without it, they can't just simply go sideways. Okay? And it's very effective. Don't hold on to anybody. Become a master of slipping and get a lot stronger in the straps. Get your wrist and your shoulder and stronger in the straps. Okay. Like Todd Hutchins says, though, are you chasing wins or are you chasing excellence? Do you want to be the guy who can just, what's his name? A lot of people will call him one of the greatest basketball players that ever lived, and I won't deny it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I think he still holds the scoring record. He had one move. Would you call him a really good basketball player, or would you call him a really good skyhook shooter?
Yeah.
Could he dribble? Not so good. Could he, do other things basketball? Do you want to be a really good basketball player, or do you just want to be the guy who scores the most points?
See, personally, I really like the idea of being well-rounded.
Yes.
And being able to do everything. partially because I'm extremely intrigued by things I'm bad at, which
Well,
is why I arm wrestle, right?
yeah.
So it's like, if I'm not good at doing something, I'm like, I don't want to say, well, I'm just gonna double and triple down at the thing that I think is effective and just ignore the thing I'm bad at. So
Right.
part of it's a psychological thing. But playing devil's advocate with myself, I'm like, well, is that the smart thing to do? Like, I can respect the other perspective, I guess is what I'm saying. So,
Yeah. Look, when it's time to go to a tournament and put the game on, you just got to do whatever you can do to win. And if you've not developed like this whole down pressure hook thing, you're never going to try that in a tournament.
Yeah.
But you should work on it in practice. You want to develop your hand strength. Is your hand going to be strong enough to be able to pull it off in a tournament? No, and you're going to go back to doing what you've been doing. But then someday you're going to go to a tournament and you're going to grab the back of somebody's hand and go, oh yeah, this is easy now. Versus you used to just float your fingers and create that wall because when they grabbed your hand, you got intimidated. But if you practice holding on, you will develop strength. It's the difference between we're working on the strength of your hand right now in the manner in which it would be most desirable to use it in a tournament. It would be most desirable, give me your hand, to just simply go like that.
Yeah.
Not to have to waste all the energy of slipping, going into a strap, tying up, then go. Why waste all that energy? Why not develop the strength in practice, off the table, in the gym, to just simply hold and go like this?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to get you to where you don't need technique, in this instance. But the basic rule of thumb, if you don't know how to arm wrestle someone, attack their entire hand. I'm not going to do this against you and then come to find out that the bottom of your hand is crazy strong because as soon as I did clamp down with the bottom of your hand, I'm in trouble. Oh crap, man, maybe I should have gone like this against the guy.
Because you put all your eggs in one basket for what you're attacking,
And so the first time I grab someone new, and do you feel me squeezing super hard? Okay, load up a little bit. You feel me squeezing now?
Oh yeah.
I don't do that. I do this, load up. That's what I do. I'm basically setting the shelf that that your other buddy told you about, but I'm touching your hand, and the shelf is not here, the shelf is right there. But I'm setting that shelf.
So do you feel when you're applying, we talk about pressures all the time, as far as like where you feel your muscles are contracting, do you feel like it's more on the inside of this hand right here? Or do you feel like it's like it's these knuckles, like you're trying to like bite down?
The one that's important, in my opinion, is this one.
Yeah, the lumbricals, yeah.
The what?
Lumbricals, like climbing. Like if you're doing like a lot of jug
Oh
climbing.
yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm just like, holy shit, what words do you know? And I'm like, I don't know that word. So, yes, I come here and now, let's say you had your hand's not super thick. Your hand is not super thick. So when I grab a hold of you, I'm getting all the way around the back side of your hand, and this digit I can apply into here. If you have a thicker hand, then it is way more here than it is here. Okay?
Oh, that's an interesting point.
Yeah.
Because I hear people say like, do it this way or do it that way, but it's sort of situational.
It's always situational.
Yeah. So if I had super long fingers, or your hand was thinner, I could say, well, I'm on this bone line right here.
Yeah.
So it's very efficient for me to apply pressure straight through my fingertips.
Right.
To supinate you.
But if the person's hand is fatter, then you can't get that far around. I mean,
but going into this meaty part, trying to be like, oh, I'm going to continue super hard with my fingertips here.
No.
That's not good is what you're saying.
And here's why. Contain me like that. See this part of my hand?
Yeah.
That's the part that I'm trying to get around.
Yeah.
I mean, you're giving me something to hit on.
Yeah.
Versus like, take a normal grip. Top roll all 4 fingers at the same time. Go ahead.
Like lightly?
Lightly.
Okay.
Yep, lightly.
All 4 fingers?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now do it.
Oh, yeah.
I was not holding any harder or less.
And that's like a leverage thing too, right? Like exactly.
Yes. That is a leverage thing.
If you get way up on someone's fingers, you can peel them back, and you're sort of like, if you push through your fingertips, you're sort of putting your opponent's pressure way at the end of your hand,
where they have leverage on you.
Yeah, exactly. Rather than here.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
You know, am I grabbing someone's hand where I get that far, or I get that far around, or am I grabbing someone's hand that I don't get? So with the thicker the hand, the more it's this. If you're able to get around the backside, then you can start to bring in these digits.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's always
primary,
that.
yeah.
And then that's just a bonus. So when I train, I typically will train like this. Okay, now.
With the pressure coming this direction, right? Like that?
Yes,
yeah,
it'll go that way. You know, now there is Bogdan Stoica, who's emerged onto the scene now, and you know what he did against Paul Lynn. Everyone was "Oh my God, it's impressive!" And then the match he just had with the short guy who has Tourette syndrome like me, he just had it.
I can't forget his name.
Nugo.
Yes, Nugo. Yeah.
So he will be like this, but he intentionally buries his tips in. Now, if you bury your tips in and this knuckle joint is flat, what you've done is you have magnified it onto this knuckle joint. If you're here, now it's equally dispersed between that knuckle joint, that knuckle joint, and that knuckle joint. If you crimp your fingers, this knuckle joint isn't really taking any of the brunt, and it's the tips of your finger are, but now it's really hitting into this.
Yeah.
So I can understand why he does that, and I kind of like it. He does a lot of stuff with towels, so you're grabbing things that kind of round a little bit. Most of my handles are either flat or they're smoothly rounded, which is why I don't do that. Not because it's wrong or right, it's just the handles that I have. So, you know, you grab a handle that big around, he might dig his fingers into it, try to get more pressure on there. And to me, it doesn't really matter. I just typically like to lay everything flat. But I totally agree with like this handle. People can see how thick it is. Using different size handles, you know?
Yeah, it kind of throws me off. I've got a 2x4 handle.
Oh, yeah.
I don't use it as much, but it's kind of like when I play with it, I like it, but I'm like, well, how deep should I get in it? And then when I do it, it kind of feels like, well, where should the pressure be along my fingers? You know, should I feel it more here? Should I feel it more here? Or should I try to make sure it's totally flat?
This is my answer. Hold on, let me have it. So my answer to questions like that is you got to do all of them, because every hand you grab is going to be a slightly different size.
Yeah.
If we competed in a sport where every hand was the exact same size, well, then you would just train with that one handle. But every handle's different. Every hand is different. So you need to train with different size handles. That's why on this one that I have, the Country Crush, I have 3 different size handles.
Yeah.
And I'll do wrist coat. Now, my handle, ironically, is I have a piece of wood, a 2x4, just like this, that I have shaved down, very similar to you. But imagine, I'm not going to draw on it, but if we went here and here and cut that part out, just got rid of it.
There's a place for your thumb.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then this part here, I round it down to about the size of a thumb. And so when I grab it like this, and this is
sticking up
that far.
It's like a thumb coming up through that.
It's a thumb coming up through.
Yeah.
And then I got a hook at the top of that thumb, and I attach my straps
nice. So
to
you can
that.
do pronation,
So it
yeah.
magnifies. You don't need a lot. I used to just put them around my thumb and then grab this. Then I realized I'm going to just put them over the handle or the little thumb extension, and it magnified the pressure. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm going to put a hook in the top and I'm going to attach it up here. Just magnified it that much harder. So I don't need to use 3 bands here and 3 bands there, like 1 and 1, and it's like, holy shit, it's hitting everything. So
yeah, the number 1 guy left in Michigan, Chris Hazelton, he's the one sort of drilled home to me like, hey, you're grabbing really hard, you're not, that doesn't give you any opportunity. So there's so much pressure on the inside of your hand at all these different points, you can't move around the other guy's hand. And what he said is, what I try to do is build a shelf. Like he's got really strong wrists and fingers. And he just goes, he's like, I just have a shelf here, but if you pronate in,
he just turns in.
I just grab more of your hand.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I've tried that on people. It does not seem to work. But that's because my fingers probably aren't strong enough.
So I do I will say everything he just said is 100% what I would say. He's right. I'm just doing it a little different. He's doing it here. Top roll into my hand. Ready? Go. That's him. Ready? Go. Okay? Yeah. So now here's me. My shelf is there. I'm just touching your skin. Ready? Go.
Yeah, so you're starting with some initial contact rather than hovering. Yeah.
But it's still a shelf. I'm really, the only time you really feel me bite down hard is when I am worried about that guy's back pressure. I know I can open up his fingers, but if he opens up my fingers, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
So that's when I try to time it perfectly. Like we'll be going like this, and the refs will be lining this up, and you're gonna feel a difference. And they'll be like, okay, ready. Did you hear me? You feel me bite down on the ready?
Like,
Yeah, right on the ready. And then I'm like, okay, I stop them, I can go. That's the only time I really bite down on the back of somebody's hand.
It's when you're anticipating they might blast your
They are trying to blast through my fingers, and I don't want them to. I don't want to be in the straps with this guy. I know I have the back pressure to open his hand, but man, he's got the back pressure to maybe open mine. I don't want to end up in the straps, so I'm going to bite down and I'm going, know. Now, how to gain height, how to gain a leverage advantage on the start. Unless you know your opponent, do you want to hit up like that? Do you want to hit like this? Do you want to hit like this? Those are things that you kind of need to know your opponent. So that's why I always say, until you know your opponent, just
do a neutral move.
Do a neutral move, okay? And usually at the setup, you can tell if you're stronger than your opponent or not. Do you normally hit or do you normally catch?
I normally catch, but I'm working on trying to initiate more. Yeah.
Most people, when they hit, a lot of the problems, so as I go like this, I want you to just start to go back, right? And I didn't hold on tight enough, and you're allowed to do your move. Same exact pressure. Ready? Go. And now, even though my hand was opening, I kept a little better bite because I focused more on these bottom fingers while I'm coming against here. Ready? Go. Now, and see now, I've gained what I want here.
Yeah.
We're open in here, but I've got my finger on you, and so now I'd be able to squeeze you right down. So hit me over. Here's what we're gonna do. You're again, 20%, nice and easy. I want you to hit over and attack this finger. Second time, attack this finger. Third time, attack them all. So, ready? First one, go. Good. Second one, go. Good. You notice that the first one you went positively and the second one you went negatively.
Yeah, it's
You
usually
went-
usually if I'm hitting the bottom two off the go, I'll do a reverse hit.
Okay, so now hit the bottom two off the go, but hit positively.
Okay.
Ready? Go. But you notice how you're letting go all the time?
Yeah.
Stop letting go. That's the biggest thing. So go to the top one. Don't let go. Ready? Go. Yes, that much. Okay, again, hit me and then stop. Okay? Ready? Go. Look at the full hand control you have because you held on.
Yeah.
Now do your other one the way you did it the first time.
Hitting the bottom two?
No, hit the top, but do it the way you did it in the
Where
beginning.
I let go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready? Go.
Yeah.
You don't have control.
Yeah.
You know? So that.
So you can come out around the back and then
Exactly.
cross me open, yeah.
And so the bottom part is where you keep your control of the hit. And especially in practice, you need that bottom two to get stronger. Because the stronger it gets, like we said before, you're not going to feel the need to twist out away from your opponent.
That's interesting because I never really think, I'm usually thinking offense or defense. Like
Right.
I'm either, this guy's gonna do this, so I'm going to apply these defensive pressures, or I'm gonna do this to this guy, so, and I'm not combining the two.
But you
Right?
can.
Yeah, but you can. Yeah, so that's like, it just clicked with me when you were saying,
So-
you're gonna lose this defensive position if you hit this way, because the other guy can counter you.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
So again, 20%, just hold me in the center. So I can do this, and I'm being a more defensive, or I can do this. And I'm being, so it's the exact same move. Watch what happens to the hands and how much we open up here. Ready, go. Hold me a little tighter. Ready, go. Ready, go. I'm hitting the pinky. Ready, go. And now I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Ready, go. But I'm gonna lean. Ready, go. And so you turned a defensive move into an offensive move. You understand?
Well, what I felt there was more just that you applied back pressure before you went sideways, not that you weren't hitting, like reverse hitting, right? Like,
Correct.
I'm
I'm not reverse hitting. Okay, so there is where the misunderstanding is. When I'm saying hit against the pinky, I'm not necessarily wanting you to reverse hit. Like, hold me. I'm hitting the top finger. I'm hitting the bottom finger. But neither one did I reverse hit.
Yeah.
You know? So you can hit the bottom of the hand and lean this way. Now, if I hit the bottom of the hand, hold me a little more stern, and hit the bottom and I lean this way, my hand drops off.
Yeah.
Now hold me that same sternness. I hit the bottom of the hand and I go this way, but I really focus on holding on to you. I got more bite. So now let's reverse that. Hit the bottom of my hand. Go ahead.
Yeah.
With back pressure. Do it again. Do it again. Okay. Now hit that with that same pressure. Just apply that way and lean at the same time. Ready, go. Good. Do it again. Good. Okay, I'm gonna go a little harder, but I don't want you to go any harder.
Okay.
I'm gonna go a little harder. Ready, go. Do you see how this started to buckle a little bit? Now, I know this is gonna be hard. I want you to go the same hardness you just did, but I want you to focus on holding with
My
that pinky.
Okay.
It's hard. Ready, go. Yes, that's much. Did you feel the difference?
Yes, I did.
You felt like you had more control. Exactly. Everyone forgets about your control comes from the bottom of your hand, which is why I always tell people, attack the bottom of their hand. Because that's where their control is. So I want you to take theirs away. You know, I want you to keep yours, but take theirs away. You know?
So one thing I noticed though when I was doing that, because I was focusing on applying pressure with my bottom two, I was taking pressure off of the top two.
This is why we go back to page 1, and there's a 10,000 rule theory. You need to do this 10,000 times before you don't forget to do the other one.
So you're saying ideally, that it's not that that's just going to happen. But ideally, you will maintain pressure with your top two while you apply more pressure with your bottom two.
Exactly. Yes.
And you know, it's kind of like, I still do this a little bit, but you know how like really new beginners, when they go to hit and reset or come back up again or go to a press, they'll just let all the pressure off.
Right.
Right? They'll go like, go up. And then you can just, it's a coordination issue.
Yes.
Right? Where
That's
it's like,
exactly
I know
what
what
it
I'm
is.
supposed to be doing,
Right.
but I'm all on or off. I'm
Yes.
not, so.
Now, what we're talking about right here, most people would not look at and say, oh, they're discussing leverage advantages right now. But that's exactly what we're discussing. Because if I am applying against all of these, I'm looking for leverage. Coming like this. Right now, if we're here, we'll exaggerate things. If we're here, from a pronator leverage standpoint, you've got the leverage. Come up normal, come up. Right here, we're neutral. But if I can back pressure and get your fingers to open up even slightly, I'm gaining leverage. Where that leverage is going to be exposed on you isn't going to be your fingers, it's going to be your wrist. Because I'm magnifying pressure. So that's the leverage we're gaining now. Just got that little bit of pressure and then try to come through your wrist. So give that pressure through all my fingers. Go ahead. Just give the pressure, don't go sideways yet.
Okay.
Ready? Yep, good. Now, I do feel it equal. I was about to say I feel it. Now, from there, don't go sideways, just wrist curl. Ah, beautiful. And the wrist curls lead from the wrist. So when I do this, okay, let's do this again. Just the back pressure in all four fingers. I want you to focus on your pinky and wrist curl. Oh, yes. It was so much better.
I'll do that if I'm like intentionally supinating and wrist flexing.
Right.
But sometimes I'm going more neutral.
Right.
And I'll let the pressure off. Yeah.
So when you're practicing against the guy that you're stronger than, these are the things you should be doing. You should be going, okay, you're going to do whatever you want, buddy. I don't care. I'm going to go, all right, go. I got all the pressure. Hold on to the pinky, wrist curl. There's your workout. You're doing it the same way.
It's my max effort wrist curl.
And when you find someone who's stronger than you and you can't do it against, then you're like this. Okay, give me your hand. Okay, so back pressure, wrist curl. Okay, stop. Back pressure, wrist curl. Now you just keep trying. Now you're getting stronger.
Yeah.
Right? And so, but you're getting stronger in the movement that is going to be most perfect.